Hey everybody, welcome back to another Nature's Always Right episode. Today is not on the farm, as you can see. I am at the La Mesa City Council, and this is the city that I sell for my farmer's market, and this market is basically under jeopardy of closing. They've given it 6-month extensions a couple times, and basically we sell on the main boulevard of the street, and many of the businesses have a huge issue with us selling our produce there because they claim that it hurts their business. Meanwhile, there's about a dozen other businesses that are thriving and getting tons of business from the over 1,000 people that we're bringing to the market every single week. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm just going to address my concerns to the city council and maybe hopefully sway them a little bit so that when they vote in the upcoming weeks, they will vote to keep the market there. A lot of things have been tossed around as moving the market, changing the day, changing the time from Fridays, or changing it to another location, about 10 miles away, or a little less than that. And any of those things would severely damage the market, and many of my customers I talk to won't follow the market if it does that. So it's a huge danger to my own personal business and the 50 other vendors that sell there. So it's a really big deal, and unfortunately the city council is taking sides with just a few of the businesses that aren't doing well, and whether or not they're doing well because of the market or because of their own poor business management, that's another question. But here we go. This is the next thing you'll see is me talking with the city council and my thoughts and recommendations for them.
Steve Cornett.
That's me. I'm just going to film myself if that's okay.
That's perfect.
Okay. It's for our YouTube channel. So. All right, cool. Okay. All right. Thank you for having me. Greetings, La Mesa Council. My name is Stephen Cornett. I'm an urban farmer growing in Lemon Grove. My farm is called Nature's Always Right. I'm a 10-year customer of the La Mesa Farmers Market, as well as a 2-year vendor that are selling all of my produce. My stall is right in front of Por Favor. So I have experience selling at the market at Spring Street under Mark Ben Dixon's management and La Mesa Boulevard under the management of Brian Beavers. So I have extensive knowledge, experience, and understanding of this market and the politics that have been involved in this move. The market on La Mesa Boulevard, in my opinion, has been a great success, even though I personally and other farmers didn't want it to move locations or managers. But business has increased not only for vendors, but also the businesses on the boulevard. Brian Beavers has done an excellent job with the market on La Mesa Boulevard. Even during the slower season, it continually grew and maintained its loyal customer base. Many of the customers walk from their apartments, their homes, and local food, and coming to the market every week is a major part of their routine and healthy lifestyle. The market is the only large-sized market with excellent, healthy produce in East County. If this market goes away, hundreds will lose access to fresh, locally farmed food at a cost to their health and better lifestyle that a local market brings to them. Another benefit to this market is the building of community. People come here to shop with their family and friends, to go out to dinner, then go shop at the market, and vice versa. Thousands of La Mesa patrons enjoy the market every Friday. Your constituents are vastly in favor of this market remaining in place on Friday at this time. I know firsthand as I talk to about 100 people a week, when I mention the possible changing or moving of this market, everyone is very concerned and can't understand why the council would vote to change anything for the few businesses on the boulevard that aren't in support of it. I'm sure you're aware of the petition with thousands of signatures being maintained by Amethyst Moon, supporting the market at the same location, day, and time, which is more physical evidence of the support of the market. The city's analysis of the market situation, headed up by Chris, I don't know his last name, he works for the city, he proved how well the market performed and that Brian has managed the market in a way that has grown revenue and increased maintained customer retention. Brian is 100% correct about the market needing to stay on Fridays from 3 to 7. If you change the day or time, the market will decline in patronage dramatically, causing a dip in revenue, which means certain farmers may pull out of the market. And when that happens, it's a slippery slope to the market finally closing. And this has happened, dozens of times to many markets throughout San Diego, over the past couple decades.
Mr. Cornett?
Yes.
Can you sum up?
Sure. I'll just give my final recommendations, I guess. But in the La Mesa Courier, there's a great article, and they wrote about how many businesses on the boulevard are succeeding, are having a great, like 4 Penny, Curbside, City Tacos, Amethyst Moon. There's many others. They're packed out every single week. So the best choice for the most involved, including the businesses on the boulevard, is to keep the market as is on Friday from 3 to 7. And this is overwhelmingly what the community of La Mesa, your constituents, support. And the second best solution, I think, would be to move it back to the police station parking lot where it originally was. As you guys mentioned, there's many elderly and disabled people that live in La Mesa, and I had many of my customers stop coming because they don't have access to easy parking anymore. So one of those two options I think are the best. So I hope you'll consider this when you make your decision
Thank you.
and the upcoming vote. Thank you.
Next on the agenda is
All right, so that was my little speech to the city council. Went pretty well. The original speech that I wrote was like 8 minutes because I wanted to have all these different details, but then I found out it has to be 3 minutes, so I had to cut it down to as little as I could get, and they let me go a little over, which was nice. But yeah, it was interesting getting to talk to them, and we'll see how they vote. I really hope that they let the market stay there because it is just a fantastic location, or like I suggested, it should go back to the older location. But the other things they wanted to do is move it to some mall parking lot, or they want to change the day or the time. And if you guys are familiar with farmers markets, whenever you change the routine, the time, the day, customers drop off like crazy, and then the market's in jeopardy of closure. And this has been a fantastic market for me. I'm able to sell a majority of my produce through this one market. So losing it would be pretty detrimental to me. But of course I have backup plans and other options that I can do. So I wanted to show you guys this just to show you that farming and politics, they're pretty connected. And it's not something I would really like to be involved in at all. I hate politics, I hate government, but in local government, we have a little bit of a say. We have a small amount of power that we can try to exude, and a little bit of influence maybe, that we can push them or sway them. If enough voices speak to them, they'll worry about losing their position of power by being voted out. So hopefully, if enough people in the Mesa speak up, they will listen, and they won't listen to these few businesses that are in their ear trying to get them to move the market.